honestly, all I would see is like, you're not skinny enough. She's got a tea. Why do I get so nervous before filming? Oh my god, I don't understand. Okay. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. It's your gal Amelia Goldsmith, also known as Amelia_fit, and I do fitness, fashion, beauty, lifestyle content. Woo. Okay, so today's video is going to be another reacting video, and we all know how these go. There's going to be a lot of cringiness. There's going to be a lot of can't look, eyes closed. There's going to be a lot of, what's the word? You know when like your hair's stick up? They're already sticking up now. I don't know why I get really nervous. I think it's because I just know how different I used to be as a person, and the fact that that person has been shown to the world as well. It's a bit uncomfortable. So this video that we're gonna rewatch is gonna be my morning routine, quarantine style, which was my second ever YouTube video, and this was 2 years ago. And I haven't watched it since. Oh God, I haven't watched it since. I'm actually gonna cry because it's just cringe. We're gonna go in, we're gonna be brutally honest. Obviously we've made a lot of progress since, so bear that in mind, guys. I also wanna let you guys know that what I show in this video, even though I don't know what I'm about to show, just know that I was in a bad place with a little thing called an eating disorder in the head, and I was still in very much denial, so I really just wasn't aware, and I didn't want to be aware of it. But let's just get straight into it, shall we? Here we go. My morning routine, quarantine style. Love that. Hi guys, so here's my morning routine in quarantine.
I usually get up around.
Oh God, I sound so young.
Yeah.
And the first thing I do is chug a whole bottle of water. It may sound excessive, but it really gets me hydrated in the morning. Okay, first of all, I don't do that anymore. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't do that anymore. The only reason I did do that is because I didn't want anything in my system. I would really just try and flush everything out as much as I could all the time. Like, knowing that things were sitting inside my stomach was uncomfortable for me, which is stupid because it's the human body. We eat food, we digest it, it has to go somewhere, you know? But little old Millie just couldn't accept that, so chugging water was a common thing for her. I mean, obviously water's great, you know, we love water, but chugging it as soon as I woke up probably wasn't great for me. I'm not gonna lie, a whole bottle, God. I do miss that room though. I then head to my bathroom. I'm sorry, I can't go over this voiceover. And tie my hair up to wash my face. That little bit of hair is so annoying. So I'm currently using this skincare product which was sent to me. I actually do really enjoy it, so I'll put the link in the description box below. But I usually use the Roche-Posay as well. This stuff is so nice. Oh my God, sorry, I sound really different. I then take my inhaler. Yes, I'm asthmatic, and you gotta keep safe in quarantine. And Simprove every morning, which is a liquid probiotic. Yeah, I remember, hold on. Wait, let's just keep going. I don't know why, but I take the vitamins before my probiotic, and you shouldn't actually do that. You should wait 10 minutes to eat or digest anything after you've taken Simprove, but here I am, demonstrating how it shouldn't be done. I don't know why I feel really uncomfortable right now. Okay, right. Okay, Millie, right. My thoughts on that. If there was any rule that I set myself, I had to go by it. And any time that I didn't go by it, it made me feel very uncomfortable and it made me feel like a failure, and I may as well just not do it. So when editing that, it was like, oh, like there was no point even taking Simprove if you didn't follow the rules of having to have it on an empty stomach or something stupid. Yeah, I don't know. I just always wanted to get the maximum like benefit from everything. Like if I was taking time to do something, I wanted it to be like 100%, and that was just my mindset, which obviously explains a lot. So yeah, I mean, I religiously took Simprove, and obviously, like, you know, other probiotics are on the market. But probiotics are great, like we can't deny it's great for the gut and everything. But I just went through a phase of really being obsessed with gut health, like obsessed. And I wanted to even do my dissertation on it, which I remember obviously in retrospect is a good idea that I didn't, because it would have been so confusing, but also it would have just like fed that obsession even more. It was just another one of those phrases or phases, I don't know. Would I take it now still? I mean, yeah. Like I said, gut health is great, but would I be annoyed if I didn't follow the rules entirely? Again, it was just another factor for me to try and completely make my stomach so fat. Because I remember always being insecure about this like little bump on my stomach, which, as we all know, is very natural for women to have, because literally it is our womb and it's naturally where we store more fat because it protects our vital organs that we need to survive, evolutionary speaking as well. So I would never accept that. So yeah, I just always thought that I had that little bump because my gut health wasn't good. Anyway, moving on.
Wear on and make the bed. I always prioritize making the bed. It just sets such good intentions for the day.
I still do.
And it really just keeps my head clear.
The depressing voice. She stays with a depressing voice. Millie, I wonder why. Making your bed in the morning isn't going to solve your problems.
If there's anything you should do, you should always make your bed.
And listen to your body.
I've then got in the habit of stretching every morning. About 15 minutes of stretching. It's really good. I just follow anything on YouTube. I recommend Mad Fit at the moment. She's really good.
She's really good. No, I'm sorry. I should be nice. I should be nice.
Then head downstairs. My brother always makes freshly baked bread in the morning, which is great.
Which, by the way, I never ate. I never
Fill up my
touched.
water bottle again. Always make sure I stay hydrated in the morning, especially.
Okay, we've got the idea now. Really, we've got the idea.
I then either make coffee or matcha, but this morning I made my matcha latte. I have some almond milk.
Yeah, always.
My matcha green tea, which is from Pure Chimp.
So yeah, I went through this phase of like only drinking matcha, because I thought that coffee was just like bad. You know, there's pros and cons to everything in life. Just have what you enjoy. Bit of cinnamon. Wait, can anyone spot anything in the background? Can we see something in the background there? If I zoom in. There's a bit of powdered peanut butter. Again, it's just painting the picture here, isn't it? We can just imagine the situation that I was in. Anyway, moving on.
So I usually take this outside and write in my journal. I don't write my journal every single morning, but recently in quarantine I've done this quite a lot.
Yeah, reason being was that I was struggling a lot in quarantine. Like a lot, more than I ever had done, I think. Or maybe I just became more aware of it, I don't know. But I was just struggling a lot. Hairs are starting to stick up now. But obviously my control around food and exercise just got excessive. I didn't think that was why, or that was contributing to my like mental state, but obviously it was. But being in that cycle, you think that controlling your food and your exercise is gonna do you good, which is what we're told. And obviously like there's an element of truth to that, but not to the extent that I was like having control on food and stuff. Like that was excess control. So yeah, that's why I journal. Long story short, that's why I journal a lot, because I needed to get my thoughts down somewhere. Yeah, I was struggling a lot there. It was actually really sad. Anyway.
I then go outside for my walk. I'm really lucky enough to live around so many fields. So I go on about a 40-minute walk with my water and just listen to a podcast. I still haven't gone on my phone yet. I try not to go on my phone in the morning.
Again, like I was so strict. I had like just rituals that I was so strict on. It was just always through phases. Like I probably did this for like a month and then stopped doing it. Oh my hair. Because that's just my personality, that was my personality type. Do I do that now still? I don't think I do. I have my ritual still, but like it's very consistent because it's sustainable. I just think for me that wasn't sustainable. I just didn't enjoy it. I don't know, I just felt like I had to as opposed to wanting to. My morning walk was a non-negotiable. For some, you know, that's absolutely fine. I just don't do that anymore. I just walk when I want to walk. Whereas for then, I would literally walk out of guilt because I needed to get steps in early in the day. It was, you know, it made me feel less guilty later on in the day because I wasn't getting as many steps. I don't know. Anyway. Slow-mo. My Fitbit. You notice my Fitbit?
So usually once I get back, I've built an appetite. It's about 10 a.m.
Oh,
every
so
morning. I
you haven't
usually
even
eat
eaten.
when I get hungry. This morning I fancied a smoothie.
Okay, what's in here then? Lots of ice for volume, clearly. Lots of spinach, right?
So that's frozen cauliflower. Definitely
Cauliflower.
try it. Don't knock it until you try it. It's so good. I always add protein in my smoothies as well. I had a smoothie this morning because I was just planning to do a light workout. Any other day, if I'm doing a weights workout, I will always eat about 2 hours before and make sure that it's a lot more filling.
What? It should always be filling.
This glass wasn't big enough. And there's me showing you that I will definitely be having the rest of that.
Thoughts on that one? You know, like I used to always intermittent fast. It was like something that I did like for years and years. And it took over my head. It just took over my head. I was literally planning everything around time. So again, that was just part of my intermittent fasting. Would I recommend? No, I wouldn't recommend. Based on my personal experience, I just think it's adding too much stress to the body. I just think with my lifestyle, like I need energy, myself, my body, I need energy, I need food in the morning. I get cranky if I don't eat. Intermittent fasting was awful for my hypothalamic amenorrhea, which is basically a long-term period loss. And I lost my period for 8 years. So intermittent fasting was not going to help that situation at all. Literally hindering the situation, making it worse and worse. So would I recommend? No. I just think the smoothies and everything, it was all just for volume. And that was all I was focusing on. Anyway, I could have put a lot more into that. I could have put oats in there, I could have put peanut butter, I could have put dates, I could have put more banana, I could have put more granola on top. Like, that little amount was just not good for me. Oh my god. I just can't believe how small I was. Like, you just never see it when you're in that mental state. You never see it. You just don't.
Then I'm ready for my workout.
Wow.
So like I said, I was planning to just do a light workout this morning
Honestly, I remember this so vividly now.
in my garage, which I'm very, very lucky enough to have. But because it was such a nice day, I ended up doing it outside and
Wow.
I was dead. So that is my morning routine. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't usually do all these steps every single morning, but it's just a general idea of what I do. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Right. I just can't believe how small I was. Like, I know I keep saying this, but every time I look back on it, especially when it's like video form, God, my hair's sticking up again. Especially when it's video form, it's like, that is mental how your brain just doesn't see it. It's mental. I think when you're in that state, and you're in that mental state, you're in that sort of mindset of thinking that you are overweight or you need to lose weight or anything like that, we search for things to confirm that, because obviously if we believe it, we don't want to think that we're wrong, so we will literally search for things to confirm that thought. It's called confirmation bias. And like, I think for me it was always like looking in the mirror, picking things out, tearing myself apart. Obviously being in like quarantine, being in a bad mental state, besides my eating disorder, there was other things going on, and using that as an excuse to be like, okay, well, let's work on our health and let's get really fit and eat really well and be really strict on that. And it was just a form of having control over something, because I had no control over other things in my life. It was just to confirm my thoughts on my body, which was, at the end of the day, body dysmorphia. And I didn't realise that at the time. Like, literally looking in the mirror, like when you saw the end bit of me, like in the mirror with my camera, like, honestly, all I would see is like, you're not skinny enough. You're not small enough. And now I see a completely different side, which I only now see because I'm out of that. So I think when people are like, how do you get out of that? How do you recognize body dysmorphia? How do you actually see your body, how other people see it and not how your insecurities are seeing it? The literal way to do it is to get out of that body physically. And for me, that was obviously gaining weight. So I guess because if you don't, there's nothing else to compare it to. Because for my whole life, I was pretty much that lower end of my weight. So I was always like, you know, below BMI, you know, all of that stuff. So I just always said I'm naturally like that. But only until I gained weight, I realised, well, I'm not actually like that. It's mad. Yeah, and I think when we're in routine or we're in like some sort of ritual that we stick to, we can enjoy it at the start, but then it can become like we're doing it because we feel guilty if we don't, or we're doing it because we feel like society tells us to, so we should, that sort of thing. And that's why it's so hard to get out of routine, because we're stuck in it. It's like a cycle. We find it hard to find new things to do, so we just stick in that sort of comfortable cycle because we know what we're getting out of it if we've done it multiple times before. So that's that. My morning routine is very different. Let me know if you want to see my morning routine now, my updated morning routine. It's not really anything special, but it's definitely better than that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Not much to say on it, really. It's kind of just self-explanatory. Just to take anything away from this, it would be to not feel guilty if you aren't in a routine or if you don't do everything to like 100%. Also, listen to your body and just be self-aware. Instead of like working on things like journaling, walking, trying to be what society deems as perfect, literally just look at the simple things in your routine and see what you need to change. So for me, constantly body checking in the morning. That was part of my routine. I had to change that. Actually look at the meals I'm having and the nutrients that I'm getting in them, not just the volume. And also looking at my external things that are affecting me and probably feeding my eating disorder and working on that. Because my eating disorder was literally like a coping mechanism for me, as well as other things, but you know, that was a main thing. So it's addressing those sort of things, which then in turn help the eating disorder and your confidence, I guess. Because you realise that actually your weight does not define confidence at all. It's actually so different to that, and to realise that you need to actually experience it yourself. So anyway, going off a tangent here, as always. Cheers to being free and happy and confident. Love you guys lots. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.